Can you see me?
See you. Yes. Yes, you're perfectly positioned.
Only one decision could be reached, therefore, and the generals reached it. If criticism could be made of their advance, no one criticized their decision to withdraw. It was unanimous. Unfortunately, in renouncing the idea of victory, they introduced the idea of defeat, a thing which had previously not occurred to them. Suddenly, the soldiers were possessed by one idea, and only one. They wanted to live. Soldiers, if they think at all, must think of themselves as intimate companions with the dead. The more they pine for home, the less likely it is they will ever again set foot in it. It's an arithmetic, a spiritual arithmetic. The officers were no better. That was their condition, a fatal one, in which to undertake retreat. I was at Amphipolis. Didn't I say? I mustn't repeat myself. They marched out of their positions in the dark. But you can't hide 50,000 soldiers. Or someone tripped. Someone kicked a drum. I'll have a lime juice if you don't mind. And it's depressing. Everyone experienced the same degree of shame. It's a characteristic of disaster. Or even good ideas. Ideas that under any other circumstances would appear judicious. They're even inspired. When they serve to intensify the pain. I called it a disaster. I gave it a name. To move by night created in them a sense of desolation. Not even the moon put out a hand to comfort them. Well, they chose a moonless night, obviously. Go away! Go away! I'm closed, aren't I? Ugh. Look at him. Closed all day. The regulars, they can be so... Look, I like them, most of them. But they can be so... I never sit in the seat, do I? You think they know? People are so...
It's alright.
Yes. Yes, it is alright.
Perfectly alright.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Let them go somewhere else. Am I the only barber? I think my loss entitles me to some consideration. But to be just to them, they don't know yet. They don't know the barber is bereaved. When they do, it will be different, I expect. No, it won't be different, will it? Because they also would be. It will be the same for everyone to say, my son is dead. Will not create a great sensation, will it? Oh, you lost your son, did you? Well, I lost 2 or 3. Some of them more than 3. No pity won't be wasted on me. Where was I? The sun came up on the army, but it had lost its cohesion. Cohesion. What a lovely word. They taught us cohesion on our first day. You lose it and you die. They did. They lost it. They were strung out over 20 miles. And it was hot. Yes, hotter than ever. Then they were divided into parts. 50,000 is a lot of men and cannot be defeated except in detail. That's another word we learned. Cohesion is the opposite of detail. If you want to annihilate an army, you must chop it into parts. The parts are details. I expect my boy was one. He was a detail. And the sun was hot. The sun was boiling in the sky. The rear guard did their best. But they were walking on the bodies of the rest. That affects you. It's for the enemy. They took no prisoners. Yes, they did. I forgot the rule. They did take prisoners. The discipline of bad news says there is a much worse fate than death.